What's going on, guys? It's Cats here and welcome back to F1 2019 career mode. This weekend there's going to be 2 episodes because last weekend I did not upload and I explained that in my little 49-second video, whatever it was. But yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Dry weekend here in Baku, great to see, because it is not a circuit that I enjoy, definitely not in the rain either. Our front downforce upgrade failed. The weight reduction, as you can see, did not fail, so that's a positive, but we would have liked to have the other one so we could get a little closer to that mid-pack than we are now, because it did help, that little weight reduction, but we could have also used that front downforce a lot. But yeah, that's just how it works. But yeah, let's redevelop that one quickly before we jump into qualifying here.
Welcome to qualifying in the Republic of Azerbaijan. The teams are making their last-minute adjustments before the lights go green, and the fight for pole position can get underway.
Right, so here we are starting our first timed lap here in Baku, and also ending that one with a 141.569, which puts us provisional P6, which I found pretty nice. But now Pierre Gasly has actually retired from the session. Doesn't look like he's got a wing, and he's just crashed straight into the wall. He's not even made an attempt to not hit the wall. You could see there, doesn't have a wing and just smashes into the wall. Sad for him. We're starting our second lap here. Hopefully we can get an improvement out of that. No, we can't. We're 0.073 off. Starting our third and final lap now. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that we had a DRS failure during this lap. Plus we got blocked by Norris here. He could have definitely moved off the racing line there, but yeah, as you can see, we have no DRS. So that was an 0.8 slower lap. So yeah, quite an interesting qualifying session though. Charles Leclerc pole position, Verstappen P2, Hamilton the third, but with a 5-place grid penalty. Yeah, 5-place grid penalty. I found that quite interesting, maybe a little bit concerning too. But yeah, Devin Butler, our good old rival from F2, gets P10. Lucas Weber, P12 with 10-place grid penalty, so he's basically going to be starting last. Great. Lando Norris, the guy who blocked us off there, 14th as we could see. Russell 17th, just beating us by 0.014. Yeah, that's how close it was, and that's kind of annoying, but you know, it's fine. Gasly, no time, and Albon actually slower than both me and Russell, so that's actually that's looking good. But yeah, let's let Crofty introduce us to the race.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Anthony Davidson joins me today as we look ahead to something just a little bit different. It's quite high speed for a street circuit here, isn't it? Do you think that's going to throw up any unexpected situations?
Well, as long as the teams can keep everything cool, I don't foresee any particular big issues from a technical side of things. I do expect the track to be quite slippery though. We've not exactly had much chance to rubber in the surface. Any street circuit also comes with its own challenges, so I think we'll be seeing a few mistakes here and there. The smart strategy would be to expect a safety car, I think, especially early on when the pack is bunched up.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Bottas, Vettel, Sergio Perez and Magnussen. Butler, Hülkenberg, Grosjean and Lando Norris. Sainz, Raikkonen, George Russell, Rodriguez, Hamilton, Stroll. They've taken a grid penalty. Alexander Albon and Daniel Ricciardo. Gasly and Lucas Weber completes the grid. And with
So we're starting 14th, and yeah, as you can see here, our strategy. Lap 4 from softs to mediums, so that should be good. But yeah, let's just go straight into the race. We have the 5 red lights counting. Starting here, P14, best start of the season. And it's lights out, and away we go. Looks like George Russell there has had a good start. We've had an okay start, keeping with the pack. Up the inside of many people here into turn 1, nearly slamming our wing off on Nico Hülkenberg's left rear tyre there. Feeling some pressure from behind, maybe going 3 wide into turn 2. This is not a smart thing to do. Norris gets overtaken by us. We could not get Hülkenberg. A little later on here, lap 2, the race leader Charles Leclerc, who also was in pole position, is out of the session with an engine issue, I would assume. As we hit the wall and actually knock off our wing. It's very light damage, so I don't think we're going to have it changed, because that would just be a waste of time. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton here going past us on the straight, but we can actually maybe fight back with this slipstream here. We were going faster than him. Can we get him on the outside? Maybe we're braking very late here. And we actually look like we're going to do it. Yes, we have done it. We have gotten past Lewis Hamilton. But can he get us back here on the back straight? Looks like he can. And there's no real space for us to go through, as he takes actually the middle line. Neither outside nor inside. The middle line. Now Russell comes past us here. At least he tried to, and he succeeded. We could not defend from that. Very sad. Coming into here, we have a massive little bit of oversteer here as Stroll goes to our outside, but we can get him back by having the inside line, which is faster at that place, I do believe. But going into the pits now here in lap 4 as scheduled. We're not going to get our wing change, because that would just be a big waste of time. Getting in that fast Williams crew to 2.0. That's a pretty good stop, and I believe that's with level 1 10% quicker pit stops. So hopefully next time we have a contract negotiation, we can get 30% quicker pit stops. Yeah, just passing a few people in the pits here brings us to P18. Now a few more. We're now 15th, I believe. Yeah, Russell has now pitted, and he's rejoined right in front of us, or right in front of us. That's maybe a little much. Kimi Raikkonen is now out of the session with what I assume is engine issues again, because that's like the only way AI retire nowadays. As you can see, he's parked up in the runoff there. Coming into lap 8, overtaking a few more people in the pits. That's a very late pit stop from Sainz and a Red Bull. I did not quite see who that was, but we can say for sure that was either Gasly or Verstappen. As Ricciardo tries to go for the move on the straight. We get him back on the inside in the corner, where he tried to do the same in real life and failed by pushing both himself and Kvyat off. But can he get back on us here? A lap later in the same corner, he tries to go for the inside. We cover him off, and we're still in front of him. But not now on the back straight. He's right up our ass. He's got DRS. He's got such a good advantage, and yeah, he's just gone miles ahead of us now. But we actually touch him. There is contact. As now a lap later, he's flown off. Valtteri Bottas has won the race. We're coming up to the checkered flag, and we actually finish 13th as we smash the car over the line and collect Sainz in the progress. But that's our career best finish, I do believe. So that's great. Great. But yeah, as you can see there, Valtteri Bottas winning the race, and Vettel second, and actually a good old familiar face at this podium. This podium has seen Perez now 3 times due to this one in the game. Yeah, again, he got a fast lap too, Bottas, so that's 26 points, good for him. He's quite far down the championship, if I remember correctly. Grosjean as well with that, surprise 4th. Hamilton from 15th to 6th. Gasly takes driver of the day by going from 19th to 7th. Butler moves down to 10th, where he actually qualified, but he started 7th thanks to sorry about that thanks to penalties. Russell 11th, only a 10th off points, actually less than a 10th off points. We're 13th. And looks like Lucas Weber there, our teammate who started last, has finished 14th, which is of course good for him. Raikkonen and Leclerc, the only two people to retire this race. No safety car in a Baku race, quite interesting. Leclerc still leading, despite his little mishap. But yeah, Russell has overtaken me, Stroll and Albon in the championship, even though he's got no points, he's just had a better finish. So he's 17th and we're 19th. Still the only team to not score points, which we were just under a tenth off doing today, like 900s. Yeah, Racing Point and Haas have had a good run here, as you can see. Ferrari's still leading by 23 points actually. That's pretty good considering one of their cars didn't finish and Mercedes had a win. So, you know, they're looking quite strong here. So we are losing both rivalries by the looks of it, 10 to 5 with Butler and 19 to 15 with Russell. But here we have the contract negotiation, and our contract will be qualifying position 19th, race position 17th, second driver medium, 30% quicker pit stops as I talked about earlier. So that's going to be fun to see in Spain, which you're probably going to see tomorrow on the channel. But yeah, we have 2 upgrades coming for that one, so best of luck for those to hopefully make it. Yeah, I noticed we had some wear on the engine, so I just decided that all the compounds that will have 3 off, we are gonna take onto the second one. We're gonna have to take a grid penalty at some point, but you know, that's just how it works. But yeah, that was basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're looking forward to this weekend, which will be a double header, because tomorrow on the channel, today's Saturday if you didn't know, tomorrow is Sunday if you didn't know, and there will be a video on Sunday as well, which would be the Spanish Grand Prix, where we have 30% quicker pit stops than normal. We get 2.0 second pit stops with 10% quicker, so 30% quicker should be sub 2 seconds, which would be amazing for a strategy, of course. But yeah, also the 2 aero upgrades coming. Should be interesting to see if they get fitted on the car and how they work. But yeah, other than that, that was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know the drill. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.